They said God made us, but the deeper we dig, the more lies we uncover. From ancient myths to secret experiments buried by time, one question still haunts mankind. Is there any God in the world? Since the dawn of humanity, we've looked to the sky, searching for answers. Why are we here? Is there a purpose to our existence? The question of God has haunted every civilization, every soul. From caves to cities, humans have sought a higher power. Is it curiosity, fear, or something deeper that drives us? The mystery of life compels us to seek meaning beyond ourselves. Every culture, every era has crafted its own version of divinity. Yet the question remains, is there truly a God in the world? This search isn't just about faith. It's about understanding our place. Let's journey through time to uncover why we ask, is God real? Ancient Egypt worshipped Ra, the sun god, as life's eternal source. In Mesopotamia, gods like Marduk ruled the chaos of creation. The Greeks saw Zeus, a flawed yet mighty force above mortals. Every civilization built temples, altars, and stories for their god. These weren't just myths. They were attempts to explain existence, storms, harvests, life, and death, all tied to divine will. Ancient gods gave meaning to a world that felt unpredictable. Were these deities real or just projections of human hopes and fear? Their stories shaped cultures, laws, and even wars. The echoes of ancient gods still hum through our search for truth. Science turned our gaze from gods to the cosmos. The universe is vast, 13.8 billion years old, endlessly expanding. Yet in its infinite silence, we hear no voice of a creator. Carl Sagan said, "We're just a pale blue dot in the cosmic sea. No signals, no sign, only the cold math of physics." The Fermi paradox asks, where is everybody? Are we alone? Science explains the how, but not the why of existence. Does the universe's silence mean there's no higher power? Or is the mystery of life itself a clue to something greater? We keep listening, hoping for a whisper from the stars. What if our reality is a carefully crafted illusion? Simulation theory suggests we live in a programmed world. A higher power could be the coder, not a god, but a creator. Our universe follows precise laws, like lines of code. Quantum physics reveals a reality stranger than we imagine. Is free will real, or are we pawns in a cosmic game? Philosophers like Nick Bostrom ask, are we simulated beings? The idea feels like science fiction, yet it echoes ancient myths. Could a higher intelligence have designed this mystery of life? If true, who or what is behind the simulation? People who've brushed with death often speak of light, a tunnel, a presence, a feeling of overwhelming peace. Near-death experiences challenge our view of consciousness. Are these glimpses of God or tricks of a dying brain? Science studies brain chemicals, yet the stories persist. Millions claim to have felt a higher power in those moments. They return changed, unafraid of death, certain of more. Is it proof of divinity or a psychological survival mechanism? The line between life and death blurs in these mysteries. What if consciousness itself is a clue to the divine? Why do we cling to the idea of God? Emotional pain drives us to seek comfort in a higher power. Fear of death whispers there must be something more. Hope keeps us going when life feels unbearable. Belief in God offers a shield against chaos. It's not just religion, it's a human need for meaning. In our darkest moments, we reach for the divine. Is this faith, or are we afraid to face the void? The heart seeks God when the mind has no answer. This pull feels universal, etched into our very souls. Suffering is the shadow that follows every life. Why does a just God allow pain and loss? Belief gives meaning to the unbearable weight of grief. It transforms suffering into a test, a lesson, a purpose. Without God, is suffering just random cruelty? Faith offers a story where pain has a higher meaning. It's a lifeline for those drowning in despair. But what if there's no divine plan, only chaos? The question of suffering challenges every belief system, yet it's in pain that we most seek a higher power. Today, we probe the edges of existence with new tools: dark matter, dark energy. 95% of the universe is unknown. The Big Bang leaves us asking what came before. Quantum entanglement hints at a connected reality. Are these signs of purposeful, intelligent design, or is the universe a beautiful accident devoid of meaning? Modern science deepens the mystery of creation. The more we learn, the less we seem to know. Could the universe itself be the signature of a creator? These questions keep us staring into the cosmic abyss. Our minds are wired to seek patterns and purpose. Belief in God fulfills a deep psychological need. It gives structure to a world that feels random. Without a higher power, life can feel like a void. Psychologists say faith boosts resilience and hope, yet it can also blind us to uncomfortable truths. Is belief in God a coping mechanism or a revelation? We create meaning to survive the weight of existence. But does that mean God is just a human invention? The mind craves a higher power. Truth or illusion? Every culture shapes its own vision of the divine. Gods reflect our values, fears, and dreams. Are they mirrors of our minds or echoes of something real? From polytheism to monotheism, we redefine God. Even atheists seek meaning in science or philosophy. The need for a higher power seems universal. We build gods to explain the unexplainable. But do our creations point to something real? The diversity of beliefs reveals a shared longing. Are we inventing God or discovering the divine? Faith is a bridge between doubt and certainty. It asks us to trust in what we cannot see. For billions, faith is proof of God's presence. It fuels hope, charity, acts of courage, but it can also spark division and blind devotion. Faith doesn't need evidence. It thrives on mystery. Is it a gift that lifts us or a trap that binds us? The power of faith shapes history and hearts, yet it leaves room for the question, is God real? Faith keeps the search for truth alive. From space, Earth is a fragile speck in the void. The cosmic perspective humbles our sense of purpose. Are we significant or just a fleeting accident? Belief in God gives us a place in the grand story. Without it, we're left with existential silence. The universe doesn't care, but do we need it to? Our search for God reflects our need for connection. The stars are silent, yet they inspire awe. Is that awe a hint of the divine or just wonder? The cosmos challenges us to define our own meaning. God is an anchor in life's storms. In moments of loss, we turn to a higher power. Belief soothes the ache of loneliness and fear. It's the promise of love that never fades. But is this comfort rooted in truth or illusion? The heart finds solace in the idea of divine care. Even skeptics feel the pull of something greater. God represents the ultimate hope for redemption, yet the silence of the universe tests that hope. Our emotions keep the question of God alive. We've explored God's science and the human heart, yet the mystery of existence remains unsolved. Is God a force, a creator, or a comforting story? The universe offers clues, but no clear answers. Our need for meaning drives the search for truth. Every discovery raises new questions about creation. Are we alone, or is there a purpose we can't yet see? The silence of the cosmos feels both cruel and vast. Still, we keep asking, keep searching, keep hoping. The truth about God eludes us, perhaps by design. We've journeyed through time, science, and the soul. The question of God binds us all together. Is it faith that gives us strength to face the unknown, or does something greater watch over our struggles? The mystery of life is both beautiful and haunting. Belief shapes our wars, our art, our very existence, yet the universe remains silent, vast, indifferent. Do we create God to fill the void of our fears, or is there a truth we're only beginning to grasp? Is it just belief that keeps us going, or is someone really watching?